We did it! We have finally beaten Celtic. A miracle has occurred. I can't believe it. We've finally beaten Celtic. Oh, relief. Relief and glory for the Jam Tarts. It's been a painful journey against them, hasn't it? But we finally managed it. And it had to be a game that I didn't show you, of course. But this tactic is starting to work wonderfully well. I had my doubters. I doubted myself. You guys certainly doubted me with the tactic that I've been using. But it has started to work wonderfully. We're so solid at the back. That is still a brilliant foundation to build upon. But with a few tweaks, going forwards, we're doing much better. We're creating chances. We're scoring goals. We're winning games. We're on an incredible unbeaten run. Heading into today's episode 20 of this series, there is a chance here we could actually win the league. I've played 19 games this season. We've played 8 games behind the scenes since episode 19, and I haven't lost a single game. And we've played Rangers and Celtic in that time. It really has been marvellous. We're currently 2 points behind Celtic going into today's match against bottom of the table Livingston. 4 points clear of third place Rangers. Wow. It really is sensational. Kyle Lafferty's sneaked onto the top goal scoring list as well. Amanka was having a fantastic season. He's got the joint highest number of assists. Some people seem to think Amanka was being held back in that wing-back role, but he has come alive. I've made a couple changes though. He is now a complete wing-back on attack. It's working really, really well. These are now the team instructions, so there's been a few alterations there. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I would say I don't understand how this has happened, but I think this tactic is good. It is, although we play on an attacking mentality, it is quite defensive, and that's why we're just conceding so few goals. We've only conceded 9 goals all season, which is, we've got the second best defence in the league, and we've actually got the joint third best attack. So it's not like we're terrible going forwards. We're certainly not as good as Rangers and Celtic, but it really has been wonderful. So since that last episode where we beat Hibs and Hamilton, we then went on to beat St Johnstone 2-0. Bowman and Reeves scored their first goals for the club. That really was a relief because they desperately needed goal. I don't think Reeves had scored before. Yeah, I think that was his first goal. But both of them got off the mark for Hearts. We then beat Partick Thistle 1-0 thanks to a goal from Kyle Lafferty. We then beat Dundee 3-1, a hat-trick from Lafferty. Really good performance from him there. This was a brilliant away draw against Rangers. Christoph Berra equalising against Morelos' goal. He's the top goal scorer in the league this season. So it was quite pleasing to only let him score once against us in that game. Jack Payne grabbed all 3 points for us away from home against Aberdeen. That's a really good result as well. And then the famous win against Celtic. The first win of the series against Celtic. We're going to watch the 2 goals. We have to. Zoom opened the scoring after 17 minutes. We were the better team by miles. We were just so much better than them. They didn't create a single clear-cut chance. We created 1 and 3 half chances. That was a brilliant cross from Amanka. He's so good in that complete wing-back role, getting down that right-hand side. He basically is a winger, but just a more withdrawn winger, essentially. Just has to run further up and down the pitch every match. This was the second goal. I couldn't believe that we went 2-0 up. And we were comfortable. They just didn't threaten us at all. What a performance from us. Good going forwards. Exceptionally solid at the back. What a win at Tynecastle. Everyone put in a shift. I mean, Bowman came off the bench and didn't play very well, but everyone else put in a shift. McLaughlin played well in goal, even though he didn't have much to do. Souttar has been excellent in the back. Lynch, really good performance. He is definitely my first choice left-sided central defender ahead of Jallow. He's been really good since coming back from injury. We then got a 2-0 win against Kilmarnock. Ben Reeves with another goal, Lafferty with another goal, and then 2-1 away win against Ross County. This is probably the worst we've played, actually, and we struggled a little bit. We did have plenty of shots, but they could have equalised. They missed a penalty in the 60th minute. So that 84th minute goal should have been the equaliser for them, but it was only a consolation in the end. Ben Reeves with another goal. He's playing really well as a shadow striker. I'm playing Payne in the Mazzala role, sort of alternating between him and Zoom at the moment. Lafferty got another goal as well. Both of them are on fire at the moment. Today we're going to be taking on Livingston at home and our rivals Hibs. We are progressing through the season nicely. The next episode I'm going to do a treble livecom. We're going to take on Rangers, Partick Thistle and Celtic. But let's get on with today's episode then. We've won every single game, which is only one match against Livingston, which was earlier this season. They're bottom of the table. They've only won 2 games. It should be a comfortable win. But to be honest, none of my matches, I guess, are comfortable because obviously this tactic is built on a solid base. And although it's not quite as entertaining as last season, it's more consistent. We drew too many games last season. I know we didn't lose against anyone other than Rangers and Celtic, but we drew too many games against the rest. And we seem to be winning the majority of our games this season with this tactic. So it's the thing, I was just mid-rant then, and then the phone rang. So yeah, you're probably relieved that I shut up. But yes, what I was basically trying to say was that this tactic, although isn't perhaps as exciting as the football we were playing last season, it's more pragmatic, and if it gets us trophies, then that's really what matters. And we're playing some lovely football now. We're playing some nice short passing. Cochrane's playing excellently in central midfield. So I don't see any problem with this. It's just taken time to develop. But we've not lost many games this season. We're in second place. We're only just behind Celtic. It's going wonderfully well. It was just a bit of an iffy start to the season. That European campaign killed us a little bit, but at the same time, I think it's helped us develop this tactic nicely because we did do quite well. We were unlucky to go in the 4th qualifying round. Anyway, here we go. First highlight of this game. You see, playing it out from the back, keeping possession. Here's Jack Payne coming forwards into young Harry, into Ben Reeves, who's played well lately. Here's Cochrane again, into Reeves. We always try and get it out wide to Amankwa. That's not great from Reeves, losing the ball there. But hopefully we can win it back quickly. Livingston, bottom of the table, having a torrid season. But you never know, they might produce an upset here. You know what it's like, don't you? You're top of the table. Well, not top, but say you're towards the top of the table and you lose against bottom of the table. It's just inevitable on Football Manager. But we're playing this around nicely here. Brown into Payne. Payne finds Lafferty. Lafferty has a strike. It's well over the bar. I'm using the shouts quite a lot as well, sort of encouraging, getting them to concentrate after we do score or praising them if they're playing particularly well. But yeah, nothing much happening apart from that phase of play then. I'm going to go to mixed passing just to try and get the ball around a bit faster. Here we go. Free kick. Reeves into the box. Headed away. But hopefully, no. Oh yes, we do. We have Suter coming up. Into Cochrane. Cochrane back to Bielik. Payne. Back to Brown. Brown in central midfield position at the moment. Cochrane up wide to Payne again. Brown. This is nice play. Look at us passing it around. It's wonderful stuff. Brown. Lafferty. Nice. Reeves. Yes! 3rd goal in a row. 3rd game he scored in a row. Wow. I mean, we're going up to first place at this present moment in time because Celtic aren't playing. But yeah, that was... See, the build-up play is excellent. I love this. This is what I want to see. I mean, it was a bit of a lucky defensive error there, to be fair, but it was still nice build-up play. And I will praise them for that, just to give them some encouragement. We're dominating the game. 62% possession. They've had 0 shots. Can we get a second to make it a bit more comfortable? Lafferty! Oh, good save. Really good save by the keeper. And Amankwa runs out of play. Half time, only 1-0. I mean, that's pretty standard for us. They've only had 1 shot, 10 shots to us, 63% possession. We're dominating the game. We're playing some nice football. I'm going to tell them to not guard against complacency. Lafferty looks stressed as a result. That's not ideal. In fact, I'm going to give Bowman a go today. Lafferty's been great recently, but I'm going to give Bowman a chance in the second half to impress me. He's got 1 goal for us. It's a bit of a shame that he picked up that really serious injury right at the start of his Hearts career, because he could have carried on where he left off with Motherwell if it wasn't for that. But it just stunted his form, really. Here's Bowman now into Jack Payne. If we can get an early goal in the second half, that will just settle my slight nerves that I have. I'm not too nervous because we're just so solid, but we did concede a goal against Ross County, so there is potential for us to concede here. And good tackle by Payne, getting in there. Bielik, Lynch, Brown, Cochrane, passing it around beautifully, retaining possession. What a ball to Amankwa. Amankwa's through. Amankwa. Oh, Bowman. That is a miss. What are you doing there? You need to score. You really need another goal. He's not. I mean, he scored a few games ago, his first goal, but he's not scored since then. Coming off the bench, half an hour to go. That's headed away. Payne should pick that up. But you see, we are comfortable. They've only had one shot. We shouldn't be throwing this away. But you never know on Football Manager. Payne back to Bielik. Cochrane. Cochrane hits it. Oh, what a goal! What a belter! That is his first goal. That's his first ever goal for Hearts. And that is a beauty. I noticed his long shots has just increased to 12. So I was thinking maybe there'd be a long shot in him at some point. This is an incredible goal. Look at the power. That reminds me of Pedro Obiang's goal against Spurs. Maybe a bit closer and a bit more central. But the power behind it just reminds me. What a goal. He is knackered as a result. I don't blame him. He put all his energy into that shot. I'm going to take Payne off. We'll throw on Zoom. I'm going to leave the other guys on. I know they're quite tired, but Cochrane has to stay on after that for a few more minutes at least. I probably will take him off now though, because he's getting close to 60%. So we're going to bring on Prince for Cochrane. I mean, last year Cochrane was Prince's substitute. This year it's the other way round. Wow, what a goal. What a goal. And we've completely dominated. 22 shots. 62% possession. We've created the chances. We've scored a wonderful goal as well. They've done nothing. And I know they're bottom of the table, but it's just what I'm thoroughly enjoying this now. I mean, 2 episodes ago, I really wasn't enjoying it, but now I am. Now we've won so many games in a row, or been unbeaten for so many games in a row. Bowman, oh, what a ball. Amankwa, even Amankwa can finish. And that's, I think, his first goal of the season. Might be wrong, but he's obviously he's having less shooting. This is actually better for Amenkwa, strangely enough, because when he was on a winger attack role, he was regularly in goal scoring opportunities. He was like Wellington from my Portimonense save. So he was always having lots of opportunities. He scored a few goals because of the number of chances he got. But if we had a better finisher in that position, we probably would have won more games last season. Now he's more withdrawn. He's less likely to be in a shooting position, which is much better for the team because we're giving more opportunities to Lafferty, for example. He scored lots of goals last year, but he's our main outlet for shots, isn't it? And it's working really well. And this has been a really good win, really encouraging win. 3-0. That's, I think, the first time we've won 3-0 as well. Really pleasing stuff. Celtic did win their game, so they do stay 2 points ahead of us. But we are in contention. That was a really comfortable, enjoyable 3-0 win. The first time we have won 3-0 this season, in fact. We haven't scored 3 goals in many. In fact, I think it's only the 3rd time we've scored 3 goals in a game this season. We've got Hibs next. Rivals Hibs. I think it's away from home. It is. But we're in brilliant form, brilliant spirits. We should be going on to win that match as well. Now, I've put Curry and Todorov up for loan for the simple fact that Lafferty's our main man and we've got Bowman. I might not loan out both of them, but there's a bid coming for Todorov, but they'd rather play him as a centre-back rather than a striker, which is interesting. I feel like he's a better striker than centre-back. He's only got 5 on tackling, for example. I know he can play there, but I just think he's a better striker. He's not going to develop into a good enough player for us. I'll probably let him go soon. I'm going to reject that, though, because I'd rather him play up front, I think. I'm looking forward to this Edinburgh Derby. Obviously, we beat them earlier in the season. Do I stick with Harry Cochrane even though his condition's gone down? I think I have to after that goal. We do have Prince and Zoom on the bench if need be. In fact, do I go with Zoom or Jack Payne? Maybe I'll go with Zoom for this one instead of Jack Payne. Reeves is the man in form as the shadow striker, which I'm pretty surprised by considering Jack Payne's early form for Hearts, and Reeves was dreadful, but he's come good, which is really pleasing. Quite incredibly so, we've got no injuries, and maybe that is a result because of all the changes that I made. It's finally come good. I think we do have generally injury-prone players, but at this moment in time, everyone is fit and ready to play. I think this is my strongest lineup and strongest bench, so yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. We've never lost against them, remember. 2 wins, 3 draws, excellent form. They're inconsistent. They're down in 7th place with only 24 points this season. They should be safe from relegation by the looks of it, but it doesn't look like they're going to be challenging well, definitely not for the top three. There's still a chance of finishing fourth, I guess. Aberdeen having quite a poor season once again as well. It really is about Celtic, Hearts and Rangers. We have kind of cemented our place as a top three team in Scotland. It would be lovely if we can at least finish second this season and finish above Rangers, because that's progress from last year. But even more progress would be, of course, winning the league. It's going to be tough because Celtic are the best team in Scotland. They've got the best players individually, of course, but we were so comfortable against them. I feel like we've got a bit of a chance. If we can beat them when the league splits in two, then we have a really good chance. Let's do it for the fans, guys. That has inspired them. They're still playing their Christmas tree formation that they like. Let's get on with this then. Come on, you jam tarts. Let's do this. Oh, they're tired as well. It has been the Christmas schedule, I suppose, but we don't seem to play as many games as in England over the Christmas period, I've noticed. This Cochrane... Lafferty! Oh, first chance of the game. It was only a half chance, but it was a good effort from Lafferty with his head. Here we go then, second highlight of the game. Lee Brown. Much more defensive duty for him now. He doesn't really get involved down that left wing as much as he used to, but we're concentrating down the right with Amankwa. That's what we're all about. Look at him go. Can he put a good cross in? He crosses it in. Zoom! The Mazzala roll has made a massive difference as well. We've got an extra man from midfield getting forwards into the box. Zoom does it again. He did it against Celtic and he's done it against Hibs. Against our rivals Hibs. But it's all about Amankwa. He bursts down into the corner. It looks like he's trapped in by two players. He's only got 10 on crossing, remember, but it's a great ball in. And Zoom, with the off-the-ball movement there, finds the back of the net. Excellent stuff. And they're tired. Those guys are tired. I'm just going to give them some praise, just to raise the spirits even more. They've had an injury as well. It's not looking good for Hibs. But we're only 1-0 up, so it can all change. There's only been 4 shots in the entire match at half-time. And it is pretty much 50-50 possession as well. So they're not completely out of it. Going to say, I'm warning them against complacency. I think that's the right thing to do against our rivals. Cochrane is very tired. I think I'll take him off for the second half just to rest him ahead of the next few games. Although I don't know is there the winter break now? Last year we had like a 2-week break. I don't know if that's happening this year. Reeves isn't playing particularly well today, nor is Lafferty. But we're going to continue to play the same style and just try and take a bit more control of this game, because we did very well at controlling possession against Livingston, but not so much today. I suppose we're away from home, so that's understandable. Another injury for Hibs. We're ruining them. 30 minutes to go. This is only really it's the third highlight of the game. Here's Brown down the left-hand side. Finds Prince. Great ball out wide to Amankwa. Amankwa bursts into the box, crosses it in. Lafferty, 2-0. Great cross, great header. That is that's the Hearts way. Amankwa and Lafferty. They're our key men. They really are good. Let's have a look at this again then. Amankwa cut into the box, went out of the box, put a great ball in. Lafferty with his head. Boom. And we're 2-0 up. Going to take Reeves off for Jack Payne. We're playing him in his preferred shadow striker role to see how he gets on there. Going to bring Brandon Mason on for Lee Brown. That's the last sub. Brandon Mason hasn't had much game time, and Solskjaer, who is the manager of Watford, isn't too happy about it. I might send him back and actually buy a new left back, possibly, because it is actually the January transfer window now. This is the 1st of January 2019. So, yeah, I need to decide how to improve this team. Is there a particular play I can sign that would actually guarantee us a chance at winning the league? Or is this team good enough to keep going? Do we need any more players because we've got tired legs in it? I don't know. I feel like this team, they're fit now. There's no injuries. Oh, this is a chance. Good save. McLaughlin catches that. No problem. I feel like this team can compete. It has competed, so I didn't see any reason why we'll suddenly drop off for the second half of the season. But if there's a particular player I can sign to improve this team, then I will sign him. That's what I need to do. Here's Brandon Mason. Lovely ball out wide to Amankwa. Amankwa crosses it deep again. Lafferty just over the bar. We've had 4 half chances in this game. We haven't actually created any clear-cut chances, but we've taken 2 of them. And it's been another comfortable game, really, hasn't it? Although, Is this going to be a counter-attack opportunity for Hibs to make it a bit more interesting for the last few minutes? Here they come. Gray knocking it through to Patton. It's all the way back to Gray again. But Prince intercepts brilliantly. Zoom knocks it over the top. Lafferty's not going to get on the end of that, is he? Surely. No, he doesn't. I probably should go to standard now. Turn that off and just play out the last few minutes. Here's Amankwa bursting down the right-hand side again. Can he get a hat-trick of assists? Lafferty over the bar once again. Another highlight. And it's 3! John Suter. He scores from nothing. Zoom with the assist, with the free kick. And with this 2-3-0 win, this is the best episode yet. Lovely header. Good free kick. And what a difference a couple episodes, what a difference a few games makes to the ability to get the best out of a tactic. It's probably why I'm failing miserably in my World Cup series, because I'm not giving myself long enough to develop a tactic. Whereas with this, we've taken time, it's working wonders. And Mankwa, 9.0 today, ran a marathon, not quite a marathon, but he ran his legs off, 64% condition. That's regular now for him to be down to that after all the running he does. What a performance from him. 2 assists, goal and assist for Zoom, playing them as the Mazzala, and Lafferty with a goal as well. And Suter, of course, getting a goal at the end. And we've only got one very happy person, Brendan Mason, who came off the bench, strangely enough. Anyway, wow. Oh, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Livingston won 5-3. What a win for them. Maybe they can have a late spurt and survive. But we end the series, not end the series, sorry. No, not the series. Don't panic. We end today's episode top of the table. I know Celtic have that match in hand, but still we're top of the table at the end of episode 20. That's brilliant. Next episode, then, we are going to play a treble live com. It's a big episode because we're going to take on Rangers at home. They're just below us in the table. Partick Thistle, and so that could be crucial. That Celtic game, that could move us top of the table if we continue to win. So wish me luck for the next 4 games. One of them is a cup game and 3 league games. So wish me luck for those. You'll see me in episode 21 for a treble live com. Until next time, enjoy FM18. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.